Good morning, people of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Chuck. That's Josh. We do the Stuff You Should Know podcast each week. Actually, twice a week.
Yes.
And we do this once a week.
Right.
It's called Internet Roundup.
Where we round up the internet.
That's right. It's our news show. It's not necessarily news as in breaking news.
Right.
We like it to be evergreen.
A lot of the news comes from the 1970s.
Yeah, but it's still worthwhile, I think.
Speaking of worthwhile, man, you came up with something pretty great on HuffPo. 10.1 tips for my 101-year-old grandmother on how to lead a good life. This lady sounds top-notch.
Helen, born in 1913.
Right.
And this was written by one of her grandkids, I guess, that writes for HuffPo. He said, I got a good angle. My grandmother.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a scoop.
So she's 101, and apparently she has a quick step, often in French or Italian shoes.
Mm-hmm.
She remains lucid, perceptive, and curious, and regularly goes out to the ballet and the opera.
Right.
What is she? She plays golf occasionally.
Yeah.
She reads 2 books a week on her Kindle.
And again, she's 101 years old.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. So she came up with a list of tips of how to not just have like a long life, but a good, enjoyable life.
Yeah.
Number 1, maintain a hopeful attitude.
I think that speaks for itself.
It does.
The second one she has down is read with an exclamation point.
Yeah, the exclamation point is important.
Yeah, she says you can learn something from any and every book. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But
She may be stretching that one a little bit.
well, maybe she's just reading, the good stuff.
Right.
Number
3 is listen to music.
Yeah, I agree.
She says that it's a great outlet to allow yourself to be carried away. Mm-hmm. Absolutely true.
Yeah.
But even on a more like a neurological basis, it just stimulates different parts of your brain.
Absolutely.
Keeps you sharp.
Be kind to others.
Big one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Surround yourself with bright people who are knowledgeable or have had interesting experiences in life. She says that they invigorate her. I think that's really solid.
This one pops up in just about every list of life tips I've ever come across.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was this kid who died from progeria. The one that makes you look like an old person from like a very young age. I think he died in like his 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But he left behind a list, and one of them was surround yourself with quality people.
Yeah.
So true.
Makes sense. It takes a village, as they say.
Yeah. Like everybody on meth in your life, cut them out.
Cut him. Well, don't cut him out.
That's
Try and
Granny's
get him some
number
help.
6 right here. Cut out all the people on meth.
Cultivate a good opinion of yourself. She said that you might have to work on this one, but a good self-image can go a long way.
Yep.
What's next, Josh?
Stay physically active. I mean, she plays golf, and she's 101.
Yeah. There you have it. Go bowling, man. You ever lug around a bowling ball for half a night?
Especially if you're 101.
It's no good. Continually find new things to be excited about. She said her big thing is looking forward to meals with relatives or the ballet or movies.
Right.
So, you got get out and about, and aside from being physically active, you're stimulating your brain. You're not cooped up in a home all day.
Yeah.
Yep. What's next?
Fall in love. She says love is essential.
Pretty
Absolutely.
good.
You got to keep love in your life.
That's right. And finally, she closes out with find happiness with yourself and smile.
Smile, you jackass. That's what it says.
It does. She said, although I don't smile unless I have cause to, and then in parentheses, she smiles.
Oh,
Sounds like a sweet lady.
she does.
So great advice. Stay sharp. I know my wife's grandmother's 94, and she's sharp as a tack.
Is that right?
Yep, she does puzzles all day long, Sudoku and word games, and I think that you can fight the brain stuff pretty hard if you stay mentally active.
Right.
You
Yes.
got any other advice? You're not 101.
No.
Nothing.
I'm getting there. Fast.
All right. What's our next item, sir?
Well, in the exact opposite of that. Well, not necessarily. I'm sure you could find some life tips in here.
Yeah.
Back in 1970, this is a great true legend.
Yeah.
A guy named Dock Ellis, who they recently made a documentary about this.
It's great.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
I got to see it.
It's called No, a documentary.
Right, and they call it No because, in part, Dock Ellis pitched a no-hitter in 1970, which is pretty cool. No-hitters, remarkable.
Sure.
But what makes it super remarkable is that he was in the grips of an acid trip while he was pitching this no-hitter in 1970.
Yeah, it's one of baseball's most legendary stories, and all true. He played for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the documentary is great because it really goes behind the guy. And
oh, yeah, there's a lot more to him than that.
A lot more to him than that. He was really like a forward-thinking dude, and he liked to party, which he ended up being super embarrassed about the no-hitter on acid.
Well, it took him 14 years to disclose it.
Yeah.
Because this news article is from the Los Angeles Times in, I think, 1984. And he says, yeah, I dropped acid at like noon one day. And I was hanging out with my girlfriend, who I took acid with, and she was looking at the paper and said, you're supposed to pitch today.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to.
In San Diego, right?
Yeah.
And he hopped on a plane, made it there an hour or so before game time, and it was a doubleheader.
Yeah.
And he pitched a no-hitter. He apparently hit several batters.
Yeah, he walked 8 guys, and he hit a couple.
It wasn't a perfect game.
No.
It was a no-hitter.
Far from perfect.
Yeah.
But like I said, he ended up being very ashamed of this and ashamed of his drug use and what he did with his career. And so he ended up being a advocate against drugs and alcohol, and worked with kids and athletes, and passed away sadly. But yeah, he tried to kind of make up for what he thought was not the effort that he should have given in his career.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Yeah. What's it called?
It's called No, a documentary. So I think it means a no is in a no-hitter, and no should not live your life this way.
Gotcha.
That's what I took from it.
So there you have it. The internet has been officially rounded up, Chuck.
For this week at least.
Yep.
So we will see you all on the World Wide Web next week.